Okay, so you'll probably have noticed by now that London Loop looks a little bit different than usual. That is because Moory MK8 Deluxe has been cowified once again. All the Wave 3 tracks have been infested with cows, you could say, or invaded, or cowified, as I like to put it. And yeah, this is the track that I like to call London Moop. The one thing with these tracks is, that's the wrong way, is that you'll see there aren't any arrows anywhere. And usually, the reason why I haven't put any arrows in is because sometimes, like when you put the arrows in, the game completely crashes, and I don't know why it does that. But that is just sometimes what happens. But, in terms of new updates to this, how this mod works, all the cows follow the different paths now, which is quite funny. It is funny because I made sure in the track editor to say, no, like, don't do this. You know, don't put in the, you know, don't follow the certain paths. But the main thing is, regardless of whether you tell them to do that or not, it will just still do it regardless. It'll still follow the paths regardless. Which I think is kind of funny. Because then we can see, you know, we can see the giant cows kind of wandering around where the chomps would usually go. And, yeah, I just think this is fantastic. Look, it's like a daddy cow or a mummy cow with two little calves. Hello. They're just enjoying the sights of London. I like to say that this would be, like, this is what London would be like if Cowman became Prime Minister. Like, this is what Cowman would do. Just infest the city and all the towns with cows. I think this is what they would do. Shout out to Cowman. But yeah, I think this track is absolutely fantastic, even without all the cows in it. But with the cows, I think it adds a little extra something. And there, look, it's a big cow replacing. It's replaced. I was trying to think of like different like puns to call the London Eye, but I couldn't think of anything. You can't really make a pun with like cow involved with the London Eye, but that big cow there is meant to be the London Eye, which I'm very surprised you can actually edit and change within the track studio. Like it's absolutely unreal that they allow you to change so much. Because like Big Ben and like some of the like the cars and the mopeds aren't actually part of the. They are part of the model. But then the London Eye, which I feel like would be part of the model, isn't for some reason. Oh, hello, big cow. Yeah, so for some reason that's not part of the actual model, so I can do stuff like that. And just have the weirdest possible angles. And just have, like, the weirdest possible things within them. It is just absolutely insane that they allow you to do this. And even without the arrows, I still somewhat know where to go, mostly. And also, even like this drawbridge here, that's not part of the model either, for some reason. I could have changed the drawbridge to cows, even though that would have been a very, very bad idea. But yeah, this is track 1 of 8 with the different cows. I'm going to show off every single one of them in this video. And, yeah, all this will at some point be available on GameBanana.com. The first wave is already out, and all the rest of the 48 main tracks are already out. But this, alongside Wave 2, will be cowified as well, and that'll come out in the future. But yeah, 7 more tracks to go to be cowified. Okay, this is what I like to call Moo Lake. It's obviously Boo Lake. And look, you see what I mean? Like, the cows up there, they're meant to be the boos. But they're just cows having a grand old time flying around. Because who said that cows can't fly apart from physics? But screw physics and screw science. These cows are here to prove, these cows are here to prove science wrong. And that cows, in fact, can fly. And they're doing it. But yeah, there's not really much you can replace with cows on this track. But you can replace those guys. You can replace the little fishes, like the little, like, bone fishes. I can't remember exactly what they're called. But you can replace them with cows as well. The only thing I didn't replace was the bats. But everything else, I've managed to change. All the coins, I replaced the wooden boards that you can get the shortcut with. They're all cows now. And yeah, all the boos. Other than that, there's not really much I can change on this track, because most of it, again, is part of the actual model itself. But it's still funny to kind of look through and think, yeah, I'm allowed to do this. Like, I'm allowed to put cows where a shortcut's meant to, like, where, like, the shortcut's meant to be. And I can just have cows randomly just flying up from out of nowhere and just kind of swimming around, / wandering around in the depths of the sea. Which I think this track is actually pretty fun. It's a bit of a weird one. But I think it is just quite funny, just how, again, I'm allowed to do any of this. You can even replace some of the lighting effects with various things, but like, I imagine replacing a lighting effect with a cow wouldn't be the best idea. But yeah, like, there's going to be a lot more tracks in this video which can be, you know, which can have more things replaced by cows. But yeah, this is one of those tracks where not as much as I think I would have expected. can be changed. But like, at least I can change all the enemies and the coins. Like, the coins are still fine. I can't replace anything in the actual model itself. That's the one, like, rule set with this mod. Like, anything that's like an NPC or a coin or various enemies, I can replace them. But I can't replace anything to do with the actual model. If I could, I'd replace the giant house, all those tree backgrounds with cows. I think that would be quite funny, but yeah. Sadly, I can't do that, so this will have to do. Okay, Moo Moo Mountain. I want you to pay very close attention to the cave. Did you see that? Did you see the moodness that is about to unfold? Maybe you didn't quite see it. Let's get a close look and see what's happening. There he is! See, this one I did replace the batch of cows. Just wait for it. I'll look behind me. There he goes! Again, why am I able to change this? Why can that be a thing? It's ridiculous, and I love it. But yeah, Rockport Mountain, aka Alpine Pass, very, very fun track. And yeah, good lord, like, the amount of things, this has a bit more that can be changed on it, which is great. There's more stuff going on. Unfortunately, not everything I changed moves. Like, you know, obviously the bats and stuff, they move. That's perfectly fine. It's just a big flying cow coming out of the cave. But I'll just pause for a second. That cow on top of the mountain there, that's meant to be the boulder. And there's another one there. Those are meant to be the boulders that come crashing down, but that's not a thing in this mode. And the start lines for replacing the cow, it's back. I did the same thing for, oh god. I did the same thing for Neo Kansas City. Which, yes, that is the official name of that track now. Cowified Neo Kansas City is Neo Kansas City. You can't change my mind. But yeah, it's back on that. I think Yoshi Valley has it as well. I can't quite remember. But yeah, Rockport Mountain, I'm happy you can have that on there too. It's just absolutely brilliant. And yeah, again, super happy that I'm able to change that. It's the only track in Wave 3 that I can change the start line. If it was up to me, I'd change like all the start lines to be cows. I know Ninja Hideaway has it as well. Ninja Hideaway has the Cowified starting point as well. But yeah, like, the rest of this is like really, really fun. Like, again, all the NPCs have changed, so it's nice kind of seeing all the toads and the various like paratroopers or whatever like kind of around here. And on that point, I mentioned in my hide and seek video with Mero, I mean, granted that that track is fairly like bare anyway, because there's not really much you can do with wildlife there. But I did say to Mero, this track, you know, it's very peaceful to the point where there's no wildlife. I think, honestly, with this mod, we've done Rockport Mountain a favour, because now we've actually brought wildlife back. You know, we've brought a bunch of cows in, they can graze, there's, like, a lot of grass around, they're happy, they're content, and, yeah, it's just kind of given this track more life, I think. So I can be pretty happy with that. We've done the wildlife, we've done nature a good thing, I think. Also, just casually ignore the big circle of cows that's kind of hanging out in the sky. They're doing perfectly fine. But yeah, like, all the cows here are happy, which is you know, it's for the benefit of everyone that the cows are as happy as can be. And yeah, I think it's good that we've brought wildlife and nature back into Rockport Mountain instead of just, you know, all the rocks flying down and squishing people. That's no fun. That's not very nice. So I think renaming this track Moo Moo Mountain is I think that should be an official thing. I think Nintendo should change it to that now, since we've done God's work here. But yeah, anyway, the track is great. I think this track worked out really well with all the cows, so I'm pretty happy with it. Right, this track will be familiar to a lot of people who watch my Mario Kart Wii stuff. Moople Tree Way, the former Moople Tree Way. Again, like, I think we've done a good thing here. We've filled the track with a lot more nature. You know, all the cows are around. And there's not as much grass to graze on, but I think they're still, you know, they're still fine. It's like, so there's plenty of grass around the side. It's all, you know, it's all nice and fine. But yeah, I'm surprised you could get away with a lot of this as well. Like, obviously there's a lot of things here which, you know, aren't part of the actual model, like the leaf piles and stuff aren't part of the actual model. So if you see, like, random scattered cows like these guys everywhere. Oh, and I've got to mention, those long cows are the wigglers. I just stretched them out in Track Studio, and now there they are. We have big wiggler cows now, which is a sentence I don't think anyone has ever said ever. But yeah, no, this is just a lot of fun. Like, all the leaf piles, obviously all the coins have changed again as well. Like, which means making the zipper ramps a little bit more difficult to actually make successfully. I didn't block anything off with these guys, but I think it was probably for the best, considering, like, you know, you want some paths to still be somewhat open. But yeah, like, all these cows are, you know, they're all happy. They're all just kind of resting around. I like how sometimes, you know, there are some cows that are kind of like bebopping around, like the really stretched cows, like waddling around where the wigglers would be. And then you get, like, they're keeping busy. And then you just have, like, other cows who are just kind of grazing and having a good time and will also occasionally moo at you as you go by. Like, I think that is funny, but you just occasionally hear a moo, like, in the background as you're waddling along. Like, that's I think, just a really nice touch. But yeah, like, it's funny how, you know, again, like, I'm gonna mention this every track. I'm still surprised that, like, I'm allowed to do this. And it's so simple as well. It's so simple to do this. And, like, I'm super happy that I'm able to do it. And, the fact that, you know, it's funny because, like, when I first put up the, I have a video up on my channel of Wave 1, and all the other, like, some of the other tracks, that have been Cowified, like, the main 48, before the Boost Plus Pass came out. When I was showing that to my friends, like, a lot of them were like, can you please make more of this when the next waves come out? And I was like, oh, you know, brother, that's a given. Like, I'm gonna make all the tracks Cowified. And so, here we are, like, all the tracks, like, Wave, 4, 5, and 6 as well, and when I get around to finishing Wave 2 and Wave 1, because some of the tour tracks aren't done, but I don't know how to fix it, I can do that. But yeah, all the tracks will be Cowified, I guarantee you that. Because, like, who wouldn't want to play Moople Treeway, or London Moop, you know, or Moo Lake, or like other tracks we're showing off later as well, like Moory Mountain. That's another one we're going to show off a little bit later. But yeah, like, I love, the cool thing about this mod as well is that it kind of gives you a little bit more, there's more obstacles in the way, so like the cows will get in your way, and they're not like, the moving cows, because the moving cows and the cows that stand still, like these guys have different properties. The cows that stand still are meant to be kind of like NPC background stuff, so you don't really interact with them. But the ones, that move, usually they do hit you. So yeah, I think that is pretty funny, how they have different properties, they do different things. But yeah, I think Moople Tree Way is a very, very big success. I'm a big fan of it. Okay, I can't really think of a pun for Berlin Byways, but I love this. I love the cows just sitting at the line. Those are meant to be coins at the end of lap 1, 2, and 3. But they're just kind of there. They're just kind of sitting at the line and they're just chilling. Like, yes, they get, oh god, I can't actually get through here. Okay, let me back up and actually get through here. Okay, perfect. We actually managed to make it through there. I didn't actually know you couldn't make it through. That's actually quite funny. But yeah, anyway, the important thing about this track is that you'll see a couple of cows, like, sitting on top of each other. Is this the right way? No, it's not. Again, this is another track without arrows, so I'm not really sure where I'm going. But yeah, this is another track with, you see these cows, like, kind of sitting on top of each other. The main trait of this track is that, so those are meant to be coins, like, following on top of the trucks. Let's just go on the subway for a minute as well, just to see. You know, sorry, cows, if we're disturbing your day. But yeah, anyway, moving on from everything totally normal in that train carriage. But yeah, anyway, like, so the main thing, is that those coins are meant to be attached to, the trucks and the various vehicles that go around the track. But the thing is, well, basically, I changed the settings, so, like, all the coins were cows, and then I changed all the vehicles to being cows, and I thought, oh, okay, so they're still attached, like, it should be fine, they should still follow them. The problem is this has happened, that all the cows are now just, like, stuck inside each other, and where the coins are meant to be, they're just not properly attached. I'm keeping it, though, because I think it's actually quite funny, to just have, like, all the cows kind of moving around still. Hey, it's gonna differ. But yeah, I think the track itself is, like, it's still fun. There's so much you can change about this. It's not like Mount Warrior, which I also have shown off on a video before. It's not like Mount Warrior where there's so much loaded in that, like, nothing else loads. Like, everything here, everything works perfectly fine. And, you know, there's not really any lag or anything. It's just good fun. Like, everything, yeah, yes, you still have things blocking your way, but it's not like, you know, it's not like, again, with Mount Warrior, there's so much stuff in here that it just completely, like, it doesn't know what to do with itself, and it doesn't load everything properly. There's so much that's changed here, but everything loads in, which I think is fantastic. Let me just go, yeah, this is the correct way. I haven't driven much of Berlin. I do like Berlin, though. Also, here's the cows. They replaced the womps. Hello, little buddy. How you doing? He's just chilling here, just sitting. Hello, friend. But yeah, I think that's great how we, I nearly actually forgot to change the womps, like, when I was first, like, editing this track. But, I luckily managed to go back and revert that before I saved anything off. Yeah, I think that's fantastic how, like, a lot of things here can be edited. There's so many coins, there's so many different, like, environmental stuff. It's great. Like, yes, I couldn't change any of the trees, although given the chance, I would have totally changed all the trees and stretched them out, like I've done with Mount Warrior and some other tracks as well. But yeah, this is absolutely fantastic. I do like how going down the center is the only way you can go without getting blocked off. But yeah, absolutely fantastic this. Yeah, I can't think of a pun for Berlin Byways or Peach Gardens or that. So if you guys have any names for Berlin Byways, Peach Gardens, etc., let me know in the comments. So I'd love to hear what your guys' suggestions of calling Berlin Byways would be. Okay, Peach Gardens. I'm tempted to just call it Moo Gardens, or Cow Gardens, but I don't know if that quite rolls off the tongue as much as, you know, Moory Mountain or London Moop or Moo Lake. But still, regardless, we have Peach Gardens, aka, I guess, temporarily for now, Cow Gardens. Let me know if you have any better suggestions in the comments, as I said earlier. But yeah, this track I think is very, very cool. I mentioned it in my my first reactions video, that, like, you know, I love the fact there's a different route at the end. And I did get answers, actually, from Mara. Apparently, you know, Peach Gardens is installed, but that route, the new route here isn't, and it's an unused route. Which I think is just fantastic, that they included that in. It's really, really cool, actually, that they've included that in. Here are the cows as the Monty Moles. It literally just feels like they're doing they just do whatever they want. They go wherever the wind takes them. Which I think is great. It adds, like, a bit of unpredictability to the cows. I think they can easily get in your way. Obviously, all the chops are replaced by cows as well. They're just chilling around, you know, walking around in the circle. They're all having a great time. And yeah, everything else here, you know, standard. All the coins are replaced by cows. I want to quickly show off as well when I get up this hill, when I get red shelled here. I just want to show you how polite these cows are. Like, look, like there's just some cows having, you know, just sitting on the bench, chilling out. One cow's over there just, I guess, observing the view from the hedge. And then you've got just these cows having a little tea party, which I think is just adorable. And if, I like to think, I don't know, like, what the law would be in terms of, like, all these, like, you know, in terms of, like, the cows, like, whether Peach owns these cows. But if Peach does own these cows, I think it's kind of appropriate. I think the cows are also quite polite. They like having tea parties. They like the finer things in life. I think that's quite fitting for, you know, Peach-owned cows. But again, I don't think that law's official. But I don't know. Let me know what you think. I also got to mention there are some cows up there just chilling out watching from the windows, or like they're watching from inside the windows, but we're just going to leave them be. And yeah, here's the alternate route. Again, not much really changes with this, but you just kind of see, you know, a couple of cows here just chilling out on the bench, because, you know, bros bring bros. One of those cows back there is meant to be the Mario MK8 Deluxe truck that, like, broadcasts Mario TV. And I didn't mention this in the, my first reaction review. I love this track where you just go back around and you encounter all the CPUs who are, like, still going with their lap. And stuff like that can happen to you. But yeah, like, I find that kind of thing is really cool. How you double back on yourself. I think that's a really, really nice touch. But yeah, man. I like how the glider ramp's kind of stuck inside the cows, but they're fine. They're just chilling inside the glider ramp. But yeah, man, this is absolutely fantastic. I adore this level. Like, it's really fun. Like, Peach Gardens is absolutely fantastic. And I think the fact that it's been cowified as well makes it even better. I'm totally not biased because I'm the one who made this mod, but but yeah. I think this is a big success. Like, as I said, it's more of a success than Moo Lake because there's so much you can change. And I think, like, yeah, everything here is a success. There's so much you can change, and I think the results just speak for themselves. It's brilliant. I love it. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, what I'd like to say before we get started is welcome to Moory Mountain, and also all the cows here wish you a very Moory Christmas. This track is great. There's a lot more here than I think you'd think. Like, obviously, yes, again, all the coins were replaced, and like all the NPCs were replaced. But what I didn't expect to be replaced are all the trains. You'll see them kind of going round as we go, but like all the trains have been changed to cows, so it's now, I guess, the Mood Night Express, I suppose. But yeah, it's I think it's absolutely fantastic. And again, I love all the I love the giant cows just blocking. You can't even make it up you can barely make it up the zipper ramp now. But if you see in the background, I don't know if we'll get a good angle here, but if you see in the background a little bit later on, you will be able to see some cows crossing the bridge. Yeah, there goes one in the background. We just passed it there. You'll see occasional cows like going across like the bridge, like that one there, and occasionally it's flying around town as if, you know, it's nobody's business. I'm sad that the train doesn't come out here at the beginning, but I think that that happens at the. If you look in the intro to this track, it happens at the very beginning. So I'm fine forgiving that part. I don't know how I'd be able to replace that either. I don't think that's a thing I can fix. Or if I could fix it, it would take quite a lot of effort. But But yeah, yeah, look, you see, like, more cows, like, flying down as well. I think that's absolutely fantastic. Just, again, like, just happy flying cows, doing what they want. I think all these cows are very excited for the Christmas period. You know, it's... And I don't blame them, because Christmas is always a great time where they can just, you know, they can spend time hanging out here with, I don't know, their herd, I guess. I guess that's what you call a bunch of cows, a herd. And yeah, man, I think it's absolutely fantastic. Like, the track, again, worked out a lot better than I thought it would do going in. Like, you know, it's fun. Like, the thing with Moory Mountain is it's meant to be, I guess, a bundle of fun. And I think the track still retains that sense of fun and fulfillment when you drive it. Like, I think it's absolutely fantastic. And, you know, you can still look at it and laugh and smile and just kind of be like, oh, wow, this is cool. Or, oh, look at how really ridiculous this is. Which is fun. Like, as long as you're playing Moory Mountain, you know, you're meant to have a, like... I think playing Moory Mountain reminds, you know, it reminds you so much of Christmas. It gives you that kind of childlike sense of fulfillment when you play this track. Like, oh, yay, Christmas, it's fun. And it's friendly and it's nice. And, yeah, I think that this track, especially with cows now, fulfills that notion. And, yeah, again, every cow here wishes you a Merry Christmas. And, yeah, I hope this gets people more excited for the Christmas period, because, hell, it makes me more excited, that's for sure. Okay, final track, 3DS Rainbow Road. And, yeah, man oh man, this track is fantastic. I mean, it's a really good track regardless, but again, I think everything can be made better with the additions of cows. Like, there's not that many things at the beginning. In terms of cows, it's mostly just, you know, boring old 3DS Rainbow Road. But when we get to later parts of the track, or even just here, like, you know, all the cows blocking your path, you know, they just want to explore space and, you know, just kind of chill out, look at the view, graze on, I guess, Rainbow. And, you know, they're just minding their own business. And I think it's great they're just sitting there and living their own lives. Just kind of chilling there, hanging out. And, yeah, I think here is where we'll see more, you know, more cow nonsense. Like, here, you know, it's not as prevalent, I don't think, as something, say, like, you know, London Louvre or, you know, a Berlin Byways or even, like, a Peach Garden. There's nothing as crazy as that. But there's still, like, a fair amount here that you'll see, which I think is quite funny. Like, you'll occasionally see cows flying. Like, you'll see, like, at the end there, you've got a brief glimpse from there, like, all the cows flying around. Just, you know, having fun. Because you can replace all the, I don't know what you'd call them, like the star rings. You can replace all of them with cows, which is fantastic. Which means, like, there aren't, like, many boosts at the end, which kind of, I'm not going to say makes the gliders kind of, like, pointless, but, like, it makes it more interesting, I think. I mean, I could have probably replaced the item boxes with cows as well, but I didn't want to do that, because I actually wanted, you know, the races to be, you know, interesting and still, like, drivable and fun. But here's, like, all the cows here. All the chomps here replaced with cows, all the Toad astronauts have been replaced by cows. And yeah, cows have gone to space, cows are on the moon. And, you know, good for them. You know, people said that, you know, I don't know which people would say this, but, you know, people said that, you know, cows couldn't make it on the moon. They couldn't graze on the moon. These cows are proving them wrong, damn it. And here are the rest of the cows. I like how the one iron box is surrounding all of them. But yeah, this is the entire car. I like this one gun is sitting upside down, like in the middle of doing a flip. He's just kind of chilling out in space. You know, leave him be. He's fine. But yeah, these are all the MK8 Deluxe Wave 3 tracks. This will come out on Game Banana very soon. When it comes out, I'll put a link in the description for like for you guys to play it on Yuzu. And yeah, let me know what your favorite Cowified track was in the comments. Let me know if you want to do any more silly mods like this. I'll be more than happy to accommodate. And yeah, or sorry, accommodate in this case. And yeah, I will see you all very soon. Take care of yourselves, stay safe, and yeah, see you all soon. Peace.